Okay, I'm going to start getting back on the trip logs. So I am pulling up to... Anyway, before that video was interrupted with a phone call, I started out with 225 miles of projected range at around 8:30 a.m. and this is what I have now. So let's see what we get for the rest of the day. As usual, when I go to charge, I always set it for full. It makes it, in my opinion, it makes it go faster because, of course, if it reaches 90% sooner, then it's not going to want to, I mean, it's going to start to slow down. So you want it to slow down as late as possible. You always want to set your charge limit to 100%. There's a lot of cars here right now. I think there's only 3 stalls open. So 3 stalls open. I'm pulling at 33 kilowatts, which is giving me 88 miles of range per hour. I might be moving. It may not be fast enough to suffice in my situation here. I've got about 20 to, I'm gonna go as far as to say I've got about 30 minutes. 30 minutes here that I can charge. So I want to make sure I get the best pull off of the. Someone just came in and took the other stall that I wanted. So I guess I'm just gonna have to stick it out here and see what I can get. Okay, now there are a few more stalls open. 4 of them. I would switch. It's gonna stay where I'm at. Here's my current speed. Whew. Yeah. But I still have enough range to do what I need to do. So I'm gonna sit here for about 3 more minutes so that I can get 30 minutes and I'm gonna be on my way. Alright, 30 minutes are up, but I'm gonna sit here for just a little bit longer. I'm just going right down the street, 1.5 miles away, and then I'm moving on to the airport from here. So, got 88 miles. I think if I sit here for a little longer, now that people are pulling out. But see, I'm in 2B right now, and see, someone is over in 2A. That red Model X over there. So that's part of the reason why I'm not getting any higher than 86 kilowatts at the moment. But it's still, for everyone who's here right now, that's not terrible to be charging at a rate of 174 miles of range per hour. So my goal is to get to where I have at least, I don't know, I don't want to push this. I need to be there at 4:30. So I'll hang out for about 2 more minutes and then I'm gonna unplug and do another report from there. Okay, I've pushed it long enough. I'd like to be a little early, so here we go. Heading out right now. Oh, and by the way, if I didn't say it already, crossed 68,000 miles. Well, that was a very fast trip. I actually got here 3 minutes ago. So it took no time at all to get here. It was faster than it predicted. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Let me show you what we're dealing with here. This is my projected range, by the way. That's what I've got in the instrument cluster. And we're gonna go to full screen here so I can show you what's happening with the traffic. not complaining, but you gotta love this traffic. If you live here in Atlanta, or you've been out here many times, you'll know what I'm talking about. After a while, you just get used to it and you just deal with it. What can I say? It's been an ultra long day. I'm looking forward to wrapping it up. Just driving through the back streets of the city. As far as the autopilot and my feelings about that, I'm just completely relying on the adaptive cruise control, if I'm saying that correctly. Some people like to call it traffic aware cruise control, and that works out fine. I mean, you don't have to deal with it nagging you. You set it. You don't have to worry about rear-ending someone. You keep your hands on the wheel. It lets, you know, that way you're in control. But I will miss those features as far as what Autopilot had to offer. I mean, it worked really, really well. And it's a shame that we're pretty much having to give it up because of the unfortunate events that have taken place while their vehicles were on autopilot. So I feel like it's time for me to change up the pace of this channel. So I have this plan to start inserting more footage of my drives, and by doing that I'm gonna have to find a better camera solution than the phone, because the iPhone is great, but it's just not working out very well, especially when you're filming and the phone rings, and that really messes you up. I feel like this channel is being seen more as something like a complaining post in a way, and I don't want that. That's not what I intend to do. And I think when some people take certain things that I say the wrong way, I have to go back and kind of reassess what type of message I'm sending when I make these posts. So I've decided that, first of all, I'm not going to change. But when I'm going to complain and I'm going to list some serious complaints, I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I'm not going to preface things by saying, hey, you know what? Hey guys, hang on, I don't mean anything wrong. I love Tesla. I'm not trying to bash them. I'm not going to give you that BS. Look, Tesla owners can't be Tesla haters. You have to understand that. That's something that a lot of people just don't get. I mean, I actually deal with Tesla haters who hate me for not hating enough. And so when I'm labeled as a complainer, and listen, and I'll own up to it. I'm a complainer. I'm actually good at complaining. I can complain to the point to where at times it can be humorous. If you're in a bad mood, you're not going to want to hear my complaining. You're going to be like, dude, stop your complaining. I mean, I can really get under someone's skin. I have turned complaining into an art. But this channel, in anything I do in life, when I'm trying to tell people about things, it's not to be a complainer. It's to inform the public. It's to warn you guys of certain things. It's not so much, you know, this channel wasn't designed. I mean, why would I name it Strictly Tesla, you know? Why would I name a channel Strictly Tesla if I'm a Tesla hater? I mean, that doesn't make any sense, right? So, and why would I invest the money that I invested in the vehicle if I hated them? That's not true at all. Am I disappointed in Tesla? Absolutely. I'm totally disappointed in them. I mean, there's some things I love about that car. As I mentioned a couple days ago, or a few days ago actually, one of my posts, I was complaining about the Autopilot. Hey, look, the Autopilot is not why I bought the car. I love the act of driving that car. That's what I tell people about the car. People say, what do you like most about your Tesla? And I say, you know what? It's just the experience of driving it. It's just the way it accelerates. It's the way it feels when you sit in it, you ride in it. All of those things are great. And to pull something from someone else that the guys on Plug Your Ride, one of them said, you know, whenever I'm upset or frustrated with my Tesla or things that are going on with my Tesla, I just get in my car and I floor it. And that really sums it all up. It is just, when you drive this thing, it's ridiculous. But it doesn't mean that I have to, just because that is a great experience and it's in it of itself, if I'm saying that right, doesn't mean that I should accept or settle for all of the other shortcomings. You know, I shouldn't settle for everything breaking in it and all that, you know, the little odd thing with the windshield, the dashboard situation. And I mean, I shouldn't have to settle for that, not for that price. I mean, you've got to understand that. Think about this for a minute. Pay that, would you, if you already own one? So I'm going to say this to anybody, everybody, whether you're an owner or not. Would you pay over $100,000 for a car that had all those issues and not get upset about it? You know, would you do that? Answer that question. Ask yourself that question before you want to label me or anyone else for any complaints that we may have. Other than that, I'm going to get back to it. My mission is to deliver the information. It's to inform the people. All right? Good day.